Hi guys, it's Jessie. So I came home from work early today with a migraine and I figured it's going to be now or never to film this video. So this is my mid-year book review. I'm going to be talking about the books that I read this year and telling you whether or not I like them. So I didn't really read that much this year. My goal for the year is 20 books and so far I've only read 6. Honestly, it's good enough if I make it to 10. So the first book that I read is Andromaque by Racine, and I obviously read it in French. This was for my French class, and it's a play and I don't remember any of it, and I marked it up and I have no recollection of it. So I would give this book a 1 out of 5 stars because I think if you can't remember anything that happened in a story, it probably wasn't that good. Then I read Venus Steel by Marimé. Again, don't remember anything that happened, but I do remember I liked it. So this gets a 2 out of 5 stars. Then I read the first volume of Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I don't know how to pronounce this. This woman is Persian. I think she's Persian. I have never heard a Persian name pronounced before, so that was almost definitely completely wrong. This was great. I actually have all of the volumes in English because I got it for free, and so that I'm planning on reading after I finish the series that I'm currently reading. So it was really good. I actually give this a 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read The Lover's Dictionary by David Levithan. This book was really good. Kind of wish there was more to it. It's this love story that's told by like various words in the dictionary, and then you get a nice little like vignette that goes along with the word. That's the theme of the vignette, is the word from the dictionary. And some passages are like a sentence and some passages are like 2 or 3 pages. But it was a really fast read. I read this in 1 day, and I really enjoyed it, but I wish there had been more to the love story, so I'm going to be giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. And then I read Perfect Ruin by Lauren De Stefano, which is a great book. I don't know who has it right now because I don't have it, but it's about these people that live in this floating island in the sky, and this one girl has been like daydreaming forever about like leaving and seeing what's on the ground. And then all of a sudden one day like this girl is murdered, and suddenly like the darker parts of the kingdom start to be revealed to her, and I don't want to go any further into it because it's really, really good. I really, really enjoyed the first book. I'm also going to give that a 5 out of 5 stars because I would have read that in 1 day had I not had to sleep. It was really, really good. I'm a big fan of Lauren De Stefano. So there's a lot of schmutz on this book, and I don't know what it is. I think it may or may not be some chia seeds that I spilled in my car, or it could be cat throw up. Either way, that's how I feel about this book. Let me tell you, I only read like 50 pages of this book, maybe up to 100 physical pages of this book. And then I forced myself to listen to a horrific audiobook read by Frederick Douglass, I think is his name. It was really bad. Audible.com needs to get their shit together and destroy that audiobook. The narration was so bad. The French, this dude pretty much writes the entire novel in French. The French was so bad. All of the female voices just like sounded like he was mocking them. So enough about the audiobook. So War and Peace is about these random rich people in Russia, and this guy Pierre is like really nice and everyone loves him. And so he comes in and like then skip ahead. Natasha falls in love with Andrei Bolkonsky, whose wife just died in childbirth. And so she falls in love with Andre, and then Andre's dad is like, I don't want you getting married to this girl because she's probably a whore. You know why he thinks she's a whore? She's 16. 16 years old, okay? Keep that in mind while I tell you the rest of this, okay? This is the only important section of the book because they made a musical out of this, and if you actually want to know anything about War and Peace, literally go watch Natasha Pierre and the Great Comet of 1812. Do not read this book. It is a piece of crap. And I love Anna Karenina. This is horrific. This isn't even literature. It's just like Leo Tolstoy mansplaining war. So then Andre goes away for a year, and Natasha like meets his sister, who's like a nun, and then she goes to the opera, and across the opera she sees Anatole Kuragin. She is enamored with him, and they have this really passionate moment at the opera, and of course, you know, Christianity in her 16-year-old mind is like, oh my god, did I just cheat on Andre? No, you didn't. You're fine. Okay? And so then she like plans to run away with him, and then, oh no, she can't run away with him because he's married to some peasant, because the peasant's dad forced him to marry her. She has this giant breakdown and drinks some arsenic, and then almost dies. And then she gets better, and then, oh no, Andre can't forgive her, and everyone in her life thinks she's a terrible person because at age 16, she had a crush on a hot man. And I know things were different in 1812, but she was 16. Everyone has always known that 16-year-olds have crushes, okay? We all know Romeo and Juliet was before this book. 14-year-olds killing themselves. It's not a good idea to have 16-year-olds engaged either. And after that, I stopped paying attention to the book, stopped paying attention to the audiobook, listened to the whole thing. Pierre then falls in love with Natasha, even though he's like twice her age, probably a little bit more than twice her age. 2 out of 5 stars. So I finished that like last week, and then what I'm currently reading is Burning Kingdoms, also by Lauren De Stefano, which is the sequel to Perfect Ruin. And right now I'm only about 100 pages in, so I don't want to talk about it. Elsa is also reading this trilogy with me. It's kind of a series though, there's like mini books, but I don't know whether or not we're going to read the mini books. Hopefully Elsa and I will do a book review of the trilogy once we've both finished reading it. So yeah, that was my mid-year book review. Hopefully I will read more books. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Is it a play? I think it's a play. Yep, it's a play.